It's time for another pickups video. I know these are not the most popular, but I love talking about new games that I've never heard of. I love hearing what you guys have to say in the comments down below. Is it great? Does it suck? Should I play it? Should it be my next must-play game? Is it going to be my game of the year? Who knows? But I have consolidated my pickups into sections because I have picked up and spent way too much money. And so this pickup video is going to be exclusively Xbox. So I'm going to start and finish with the games I'm most excited about. So starting with Blue Dragon. I have been looking all over for this game. It is an RPG. From my understanding, and please don't crucify me if I'm wrong, the guy who was a part of Dragon Ball had a big part in this, which you can kind of tell by the art style. And if I'm wrong, then whoever did it definitely had inspiration. I have never obviously played it. I just bought it. I did not buy it for $10. I don't know if you can see that price tag. When I went into the game shop, I asked them if they had Blue Dragon, and they said, well, we have the disc. We'll sell them to you for, I think it was like 20 bucks. And I was like, man, I really don't want just the disc, but finding this game in the wild has been a pain, like a major pain. And then he's like, well, let me look in the back and see if we have the case. And I think I ended up buying the whole bundle for like, I think it was like 25 bucks. And so I felt like that was a really good deal. I think this game kind of skyrocketed during like the Xbox 360 hype. Maybe it's gone back down because I looked it up on eBay because I thought I got like a steal and it ended up being like a okay deal. I think it was like 25 or 30, but I'm really excited to try this out. This is one of my like top Xbox 360 games I'm on the lookout for. Wet will be the next one. I don't know if I'll be able to add that to the collection for like a reasonable price, but I was really happy to add Blue Dragon. If you have played this, this is definitely one I want to hear about. Mercenaries 2 World in Flames. I picked this up in a thrift store bundle, so this has a price tag of 4 bucks on it. I don't think I paid that. I ended up bundling some games together. Always a pro tip, bundle your games together. But this game looks like a very like action-y shooter, multi-vehicle like gameplay type thing. It doesn't seem like you're really on anybody's side. You're really just fighting what looked like in the trailers like the army and, well, being mercenaries. I mean, it looks really chaotic. I think it was rated T for teen, so it probably has a little bit of like violence and alcohol and maybe some like of that Xbox 360 era humor, but it looked pretty fun. If you guys have ever played it, let me know what you think in the comments down below. If you're new to the channel, you may not know that I love picking up demo discs. They're dead. They don't exist anymore. Now you just download that stuff on the internet, but I love seeing demo disc. I love picking them up. This was probably, I think this was a part of the thrift store bundle as well, but I don't know what it is about demos. I mean, I don't even like look at them that often, but I think they're just super neat. I think they're a cool piece of history. A lot like gaming magazines. Another thing I didn't notice about this is it said it has a Fable 2 pub game, which I don't know if that is any different than what you play inside the game. Maybe this was released beforehand. Maybe I'll do a little bit of a deeper dive on these and kind of explore more of my demo disc in a video format. Now, you may know this about me or not. I miss a lot of the like really big franchises. So I have never personally played a Gauntlet game, and this is Gauntlet 7 Sorrows. Again, part of a bundle, it looks like, or I got it from a game store. I can't remember. I bought these a while ago. I've been hanging on to these for a minute. But when I saw the gameplay of this, it reminded me kind of like the D&D heroes on the Xbox. And I really have been looking for more like couch co-op games to play, and my husband likes playing dungeon crawlers, so I think that after the D&D Heroes, if we ever get back to it, this would be a really good follow-up to that game because it looks very similar, but you have different classes, different weapons, and you dungeon crawl. I mean, what isn't fun about that? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure this is like a critically acclaimed game, Jade Empire. I believe it's an RPG. I've seen and heard about it a little bit, but nothing like that really tells me about the gameplay. Now, I really miss the Xbox era in terms of when the console was really popular. I didn't have one. I didn't play it. I think I was playing a Nintendo GameCube at the time, but I have been getting into RPGs a little bit more, and so I think going into older RPGs once I kind of finish up some of the stuff I've been playing, I think Jade Empire may possibly be a good entry. Maybe let me know in the comments down below in terms of like retro RPGs that are not like the typical like Final Fantasies, Chrono Trigger, the stuff that everyone says. Tell me about RPGs that are, you know, kind of popular but yet not talked about all the time. Next one on my list is Crimson Sky's High Road to Revenge for the Xbox. Now this looks like a plain dog fighting type game, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't play those types of games like ever, but that's the great thing about buying good deals on retro games is you get to try all these different genres and maybe possibly discover something you like. Maybe I'll super fall in love with dog fighting playing games, or maybe not. It doesn't really matter, but I ended up picking this up, I think for like $7. It was in a clearance section, and it looked interesting. I don't know, it was a game I had never heard of. I like beefing up the Xbox original collection when I can. But have you guys ever played a Crimson Sky game? Is this franchise even still around? Do you guys like this kind of game? I mean, did the Xbox ever have like a flight stick that you could plug into it? I'm not sure, so let me know in the comments down below. I think this might be like a sin given the era I grew up in, but I never read the books because I think there were books or seen the movie. But Eragon on the Xbox, I must have found this for like dirt cheap, or I was in a buying mood because I don't really know anything about it. I would assume by looking at the back, you play through the storyline of the movie, you get to hop on dragons and ride around. I don't know if this is like an action game. It looks like 1 to 2 players, so maybe it's like a co-op fighting game where you go through the story. I'm sorry, I never watched it. If you guys did, let me know. I feel like movie tie-in games are traditionally not very good, so if you have played it and you feel like it's one of those like hidden gems, I feel like I never hear anyone ever talk about it, or if this is just total crap and I just put something to fill my shelf up with. But I really honestly can't tell you why I bought this one. Next up, and I made a video about how Ubisoft sucks, and I still believe that. So if I buy an Ubisoft game, it's because I'm buying it used. So Watch Dogs Legion, I have never played any of the Watch Dogs franchise games, which is crazy because when I bought my PlayStation 4, one of the first games I bought was Watch Dogs. I don't know why I've never tried playing any of these games. If I remember correctly, they have to do with like hacking. Please forgive me, I have no idea. I've never played any of these, but apparently it's you weaponize technology, build the resistance, and it's a massive open world in London, which sounds pretty fun. I don't recall ever hearing anything about this game, so that, I mean, that's neither here nor there, but if you've ever played a Watch Dogs game, I know they have a few of them. I don't think this is the second one. I think it might be like third or fourth. I don't know, I kind of lost track, but if you've ever played the Watch Dogs games, let me know what you really liked about them, or let me know some of the flaws that you think were in the games. And last on my list, another game I was extremely happy to pick up was Shadow of the Damned. Now, if you know me, I'm not a big fan of like horror type stuff, but it didn't look very scary. It looks more like humorous, gory, like Welcome Back to Hell type thing. And so this game, I hear people talk about it a lot, and I feel like the price of this really skyrocketed at one point. I got it from my local Game Crazy for $34.95, which you can tell me in the comments down below if that was a good deal or not. It is complete. I got the manual and the disc, and I was able to support some local business, but I feel like I've heard of Shadows of the Dam numerous times and people praising the game, and like I said, I thought the price had skyrocketed at one point, and maybe I'm incorrect, but if you've ever played Shadows of the Dam, let me know what you liked about this game, what you disliked about the game. I mean, it looks very gory, demented. I should have probably included this with my Halloween episode. I just have never played it yet. Maybe next year it is something I can cover again. I don't know if I'll be getting to this game this year, but it was something I was really excited to pick up for the price I got it for. So those are my Xbox pickups. Now, I picked up a lot of stuff, like I said before, because I kind of went on a frenzy when I moved back, and so I did section them off. I don't remember the prices I bought them for, but for the most part, I usually do look up what I pick up after I get it, just to make sure I didn't get completely screwed over, just to make myself feel better. And most of my pickups, in the bundle in its entirety, I usually ended up coming out paying about $20 less than what the bundle's worth. So I think I got some pretty decent deals. I think you guys should definitely keep on the lookout. I've had much more luck with like pawn shops than I have thrift stores recently. I think people should give them second chances. Now, it obviously depends on the area that you're in and, you know, the availability of video games. Maybe if you're like in a rural area, it's not so practical and maybe you do have to resort to things like eBay. But if you have local pawn shops and you haven't gone in recently, I would say give them a second shot. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the pickups. Let me know in the comments down below what your favorite one was. And don't forget, a pixelated world awaits.